to this video. I am Martin from Tabletopbattle, but also from S&M Games. And today I'm here to play a skirmish game in the 148 Fantasy The Rift Wars miniature game. And on that note, I've asked a buddy of mine over at Tabletopbattle to help me do sort of a how to play battle report, skirmish, battle thingy. I don't know, you know what I mean. So, hey man, do you wanna play a game?
I wanna play a game. Hey Martin.
Hey Svein.
So, Tabletopbattle?
S&M Games.
So,
But also Tabletopbattle.
yeah, we're Siamese twins.
And also S&M Games.
We're Siamese twins.
Yeah. So this is the game for today. The 148 Fantasy The Rift War miniatures game. And we've actually created this game. So you know all about it, but I'm just gonna say a couple of words to the guys at home. We decided to make a card game about a year ago. And during the development, thanks, of that card game, we decided that, hey man, we're gonna make a miniatures game as well, because this setting has so much to offer. And we're also talking about making a role-playing game, but that's a couple of years ahead. So when we developed the card game, we wanted it fast, but tactical, and also fun for both the players.
Yes.
With a lot of tidbits and jokes on the cards and stuff. And then we talked to our friend at Baueda about borrowing a couple of rules from his game 148 Tactic. And of course he said yes. And then we said, what are we going to do about miniatures? So we spoke to a friend of ours over at, what are they called?
I think they're called Mantic Games. You might have heard about Mantic Games.
And they said, you want to use our miniatures in your game? Sure, go ahead. But where are we going to play with these miniatures? We need some tiles and stuff.
You need some terrain and stuff.
So where did we get all this terrain?
We talked to a friend of us from PD on Terrain.
Sir.
And that's why you will see some nice PD on Terrain tiles here. And for the scenery that you see, it's actually from gamemat.eu. So we have a permission to use all of this stuff. So the video is actually 100% official, legal.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. So everything you see is from manufacturers that we work with, and we have their permission to use this stuff on camera. So I think that is pretty cool that we have
a big thumbs up to the guys helping us out there, making this a reality.
Yeah, making it happen. So Mantic, PD on Terrain, and gamemat.eu. And there are others also that we have permission to use stuff from, but you will see that in upcoming games as well.
But you've probably not clicked this video to start doing battle reports yourself.
No.
Let's get to the game.
You want to see 148 Fantasy, the Rift War miniatures game in action. We're going to show you how fast it plays, how brutal it is, but also how much fun it is and how many things you can do with the game that you can't do with other games.
Let's show them the battlefield and then talk about our characters,
our forces,
and then explain the scenario and start the dice rolling. Welcome to the continent of Kuro. And if you double click this part up here, you will zoom in to the realm of Garandur.
And this is where today's game will take place?
Yes, sir, in the county of Harlington. In northern Harlington, there's an old fortress named Kanyea. And this was the first bastion of the light to fall to the forces of darkness when the dark beasts poured from the rift and started its onslaught into the realm of man.
Yeah!
Yes, sir.
And there's been a gruesome battle going on.
There has been a gruesome battle. And today's scenario is called Aftermath. And it takes place after a big battle. Two skirmishing groups of adventurers are searching the bodies to find some valuables, maybe find some survivors they can recruit to their cause. And as you guys can see on the battlefield, this is where the battle took place. Now the main forces are pouring into the fortress of Kanyea. And if you go back here, Svein, here are our 4 objective markers. Each of these markers will be worth 1 victory point, and each enemy slain will be worth 1 victory point.
Cool.
In addition, when you open one of the loot containers, which is the scoring objective, you also get an item from a list in the rulebook. So there's a couple of nice items to find on the battlefield. Anything else? Yeah, the game lasts for 6 turns, or until one party decides to retreat or has scored enough victory points for a victory. 4 victory points.
Cool. So, we're ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Alright, so we're gonna start with my party. This is Martin speaking. And as you can see, we're using cards from the Rift War Fantasy card game, the deck builder game. And is it called the leader? I guess. The leader of my party is Storm the Mountain King. In the card game, he's got an ability which makes you have to discard a card when you play him, but this ability is not in brackets, so it doesn't count in the miniatures game.
Easy. Simple to remember.
He's a mythical giant. He's got a fight value of 2 and a spellcraft value of 2.
Oh, he's pretty good.
So he's pretty versatile and he can do a lot of actions per round. His right-hand man, Atlas the Almighty, a warrior barbarian. He's got a fight value of 2 and a ranged value of 1. And then we have Martin the Menace, based on Svein's son, actually.
Woohoo!
He's an apprentice warrior. He's also got a fight value of 2 and a ranged value of 1.
And you're pretty happy you don't have to use this ability.
Yeah, because if that would have been in brackets, I would have started the game with 3 action tokens instead of 4.
Or
4 instead of 5, yes. Then we have Parzival the Pure. He's got a fight value of 1 and a spellcraft value of 1. He's a paladin, and I think he's going to be pretty useful as a runner, actually.
A runner! Okay, let's take a look at the darkness side.
Oh, just one more thing before you...
Yeah, one more thing.
Because the models I'm using are from the Kings of War, the Basilian. I don't know how you say that. Basilian faction.
So if you play Kings of War Vanguard,
yes, sir,
you got yourself pretty nice models that you can use.
Yes, you do.
And another cool thing, we mentioned this about the permission to use the models and stuff. For upcoming expansions, you will actually have images based on these exact figures.
Yes.
And characters, of course, based on those, or cards based on those figures.
Yes, so that's my party.
Let's go over to the darkness.
Yeah.
Alright, so over to the darkness, or rather the undead side, as I am an avid undead player. I don't know, I just have this thing for undead, and it came when I watched Thriller for the first time with Michael Jackson. And after that, Army of Darkness and those movies featuring Ash is like, yeah, undead, that is me. Anyway, let's start with my Rob the Rotten, which is not my leader. He has 1 fight, 1 ranged, and as we have discussed, the ability is not written in brackets, so it's not working in the miniatures game. Then I got the Ghoul. He is pretty mean with his 3 fight, but you know, that's pretty much everything he can do. Then we have Vyr, the Winged Death, and as you can see, it's not a bracket, it's a what's it called? I
have no idea. That symbol, you know,
it's a thing.
The thingy.
The thing. Before in front of flying, it's changed.
The dash.
The dash. The dash has been changed to brackets. So flying is actually a thing in the miniatures game. So we just wanted to show that. And then what you can consider my leader, you don't really need a leader, it's not nothing you need.
But we are role players, so we have leaders.
Yes, the party leader. So this is the Horla, with a total value of 3 for magic. Oh, we didn't show. Vyr is pretty good with his 3 fight, means he can move 4 plus 3 inches, so 7 inches, and 1 ranged. So 3 magic gives him some extra actions to spend. So it's a pretty useful guy to have. If you have been adding up the totals, you can see that we have a total of 12, and the same is true for Martin's party.
Yes, sir. Adding up the fight values, ranged values, and spellcraft values, and the total cost of each character is the total amount of power he has.
Yes.
So a character with 2 fight and 2 spellcraft has a combined value of 4, therefore a cost of 4 copper coins to recruit.
That is so easy and simple to remember.
Yes, it is.
And
1 for 1.
1 for 1. And since they also have these abilities that are, it's not written on the card, but they are in the rulebook, of course. If you take a look at Rob the Rotten, he has a move of 4 that is in the book, and he gets an additional 1 move because of his strength or fight value of 1.
Yes, sir.
And he can shoot 1 time with his bow or ranged weapon.
Yes, sir.
And it's also the move and shoot value he can have. So he can move 1 inch and then shoot, or he can shoot and then move 1 inch.
Yeah.
And if you go to the Horla, which is the magic guy, having 3 here means that he can do 3 more actions. So the normal action count limit is 3, but he can do 6. So it's pretty useful.
But he can only cast 3 spells in a turn.
He can
that's his spell
correct
craft value.
That's the spellcraft value. And he can also carry 3 spells.
Spells?
He can carry 3 spells with him in addition to the 2 that are listed in the rulebook.
Yes, sir, because every spellcaster has the ability to cast 2 spells. One is to sap your opponent with magical energy, the other one is to boost one of your comrades with magical powers of haste.
Yes, but if you have only 1 as your magic value, you can only cast 1 of them.
Yes, sir, in each turn.
Yeah, in each turn.
Yeah.
So, but you know both. But you can also, like this guy, he can bring 3 spells with him. So he has a total of 5 to choose from.
Yes, sir. If you wish to spend your money in the marketplace buying extra scrolls of magic and stuff.
Yes, or if you find them on the battlefield.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll find something on the battlefield.
I think there's a scroll in the item list.
Cool. Okay, so let's get ready.
Yes, sir. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
We're about to start the game, but since we already set up the terrain, this is normally done by 1 player, and then the other player chooses which side to deploy from.
Yes.
We did this sort of off camera, and then we forgot, hey, we have to tell the guys about it.
Yes.
So Svein set up the terrain, and therefore I chose this side to deploy from. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
And then the player with the highest cost of the party deploys the first miniature. But since we have the same cost, we have to roll on it. So we roll 2 dice each, and the highest number of the highest number of pips chooses whether he wants to deploy first or deploy second.
Yes. Oh, and as you can see, we also added...
And 1, 2, 3.
You did?
Yeah.
We also added a couple of chests just to have some more loot because
there's 6 possible items and we want them all.
Yes. So you roll a total of 3, I roll a total of 4. So 5. So I will say that you can begin deploying.
Thank you. And then we will alternate the deployment. The objectives are 12 inches in. The staging area is 6 inches in this scenario.
Okay, so we're ready after deploying. What have you done, Martin?
I've placed Martin the Menace up here.
Okay, that's pretty, risky business.
Well, he's a powerful melee character. And I'm placing the take cover token next to him to show that he's in cover.
Mm-hmm.
I placed Parsifal the Pure behind this statue.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas the Almighty is hiding behind the well. Well.
Well, why shouldn't he?
And Storm the Mountain King is hiding behind this house over here. You can see his halberd thingy sticking out.
But that doesn't count, only the bows.
Only the bows! Well, unless you're a spellcaster, then this guy hiding behind the well, for instance, you can see him through the thingy, so you can target him. But he's in cover.
Yes.
And taking cover. So against missiles, you can hardly hit him. But spells, they penetrate all that stuff, so they can hit you no matter how well you try to hide.
Only on 6s.
Only on 6.
Okay, so my deployment is Rob the Rotten over here on this flank.
Yes, sir.
I got the Horla in the middle, trying to scoop up some objectives over here.
Yep.
I have my Ghoul over here, because he has a insane move of 4 plus 3 inches, that's 7 inches. So
per action token.
Per action token. So he's gonna rep. But he can only move 3 times per turn.
Yes, he can.
Unless
he is a target of a spell or ability.
Yes. which is haste, for example. So he's going to move up and take this objective over here.
I like that you're telling me the plan.
Oh, okay.
And we have placed a closed marker on all the doors, so they are closed. But you can, of course, open them.
Yes, and then you just flip the token and it
Yeah.
says open.
And then you can hide inside the building.
Okay, cool.
Cool, 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 cool.
Are you ready?
Cool, cool, cool.
Then we do the roll-off to see who will begin the game.
Yes, sir.
And the highest chooses.
highest roll chooses.
So I roll 5 again. And you roll an 8. So you can choose to decide to start. Okay.
I'd start. Okay, so I'm ready with my action tokens.
And we found a die for round 1.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna spend a couple of action tokens, I hope.
How many action tokens do you have?
I have 5
And do you get 5 tokens every turn?
every turn. And I can save as many as I want, up to a limit of 10. So if I save 4 now, and 4 next turn, I only receive an additional 2. Because
Yes.
the maximum I can have is 10.
And you always have to spend 1 each turn.
Yes, sir.
Unless everybody is wounded or dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah, so as long as you can spend 1 action token, you must spend 1 action token.
Yeah,
But you
I-
can spend that action token on huddling and taking cover.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
though
yeah.
you're in cover, you can stay in cover.
Yes.
You just have to spend it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, the first action I'm going to perform is a move action.
Move action.
Yes, sir. I'm going to use Martin the Menace.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
He has a fight value of 2.
Yep.
And every character has a base movement of 4 inches. So that makes his movement allowance 6 inches.
So 4 plus 2 for the fight.
Yes, sir. But during my movement, I'm going to jump or fall, as it says. I'm going to fall down 2 inches,
Okay.
right? So I'm going to move and fall down and keep on moving.
Yeah, because this is a drop that is less than 4 inches. So you can do that without taking any damage or any tests.
Yes, sir.
But if you wanted to jump a gap,
Yes, sir. If I wanted to move my 6 inches and as part of that movement jump from this ledge and land on top of this piece of cover, I could do that. Then I measure the gap. This one is 2 inches. That means I need 2 successes to make the jump. No one can jump more than 4 inches, because that's the base move, and that's the limit for a jump. Unless you have the fly ability, but we're not going to go into that right now. I would add up my base move and my base fight, and I would roll those, and I would need successes. That means 4, 5, or 6 on the dice counts as successes. So with 2 successes, I make the 2-inch jump.
that sounds pretty easy.
Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. Okay, but you didn't do
But
that.
I'm just
you
falling-
dropped down.
Dropping down, standing in cover.
Okay, so that's Martin. Do you want to do anything else with him?
No, not with him. But I'm going to throw a rock with my powers of magic.
Do you have some magic?
Parzival the Pure has a spellcraft value of 1.
Okay.
So he's gonna do some stuff, I guess, telekinesis or something, and throw a rock at the ghoul across the battlefield.
This guy?
Yeah.
So you can see him with your guy, which is up there.
Yes, sir. And if this would have been a ranged weapon, I would have a base to hit of 4.
Yes,
And it would be long range, so that would be increased to a 5.
because it's over 10 inches.
Yes, sir. And I've been bending over to see, and this piece of cover actually gives you cover, because I can't see your base.
Okay.
So it would be a 6.
And in addition, I am taking cover as this token that is supplied with the exclusive bundle shows.
Yes, sir. Making it an impossible shot.
Yeah. But if you had 2 dice,
A double 6
would actually make it
would
a
hit, no matter what.
But not a headshot, it would just make it a normal wound,
Yes,
since
sir.
it was an impossible shot.
Yeah,
But
or
you only
indirect fire, or yeah.
Yeah, you only have 1 die.
Yeah, because my spellcraft value is 1.
Yeah, but
So
since it's spellcraft.
I always hit on a 6.
Yes, that's awesome.
So all I need to do is roll a 6, and the ghoul is wounded.
Okay, can you roll a 6?
Of course.
I see a 5.
It's only a 5. I hit the tree! Alright,
So that's 2 tokens
that's
spent.
2 tokens spent. And you know what? I think I'm gonna bank 3 of them.
Ooh, look at you.
Because I have a sneaky plan.
Plan for next turn.
Your turn, man.
Thank you.
Hey, man.
Turn 1 for the darkness. Okay, so first off, you were trying to get my ghoul. I don't want to have any of that, so he's gonna lose his take cover token.
Okay.
And he's gonna get 1 action token, which is these. In the video we showed the card game, they were grey, but the production ones will be black.
Yes, sir.
He has a move of 4 base as everyone else, but he also has a strength or fight value of 3,
yes,
making it a total of 7. So he's actually going to let's do that more.
3 inches to the edge.
3 inches to the edge.
Or corner of the house.
And then he's gonna move 4 inches and get behind these.
No,
yes,
hiding from my archers.
Yes, and 1 token to search.
So you're searching the objective in round 1.
Isn't that cool?
Okay.
So with these objective tokens.
Yes, sir.
They are also numbered on the other side.
Yeah, but we're not using the numbers for this scenario.
No, now we want to have a random roll because that's a little bit cooler.
Sir, I've laid out the loot list for you guys to see. There's the longbow on a 6, the dart flinger on a 5. Oh, so the longbow, dart flinger, long sword, falandur, that's a magical sword, I think, and the lightning bolt and the seeker dart. Those are spell scrolls.
Cool. So I want to have
And there's gonna be a picture here in the
yeah.
value
This is just demo
thingy. Yeah.
My guy is very good at fighting, so I want to have longsword or falandur, which is a 3 or a 4. Can I make a 3 or a 4?
I don't know, man.
And people, now he's on the battlefield. He's searching. He's searching now. This is so cool. And I roll a 4. And I get the long sword.
Yes, you do. Oh, I really have to kill that one now.
Look at this, my man. It has a bonus fight of 2, so my fight now is 5. I roll 5 dice in close combat, man.
But that will not help you running faster or climbing harder.
That is correct. So this does not add to your base stuff. It just gives you extra dice in combat.
That's correct.
But that is so cool!
And you can only swing with it on 1 attack roll per activation.
That is also true, because if you could do this with him, like 3 actions 3 times, it would be too powerful. So it's limited to 1 time use per turn.
Yes.
But still, it's pretty darn good.
It's very good.
Having 5 dice, so I will just swing that under.
And how many items can you carry?
1.
1 item.
Can carry 1 item.
Unless other specified.
There will be characters that can carry more.
So that's 1 action token.
Yeah, so 1 to move, 1 to search.
Yes.
And as part of the search, I of course take the item.
Yep.
I could also have dropped the item if I wanted to.
Yep.
But I think I'm gonna keep that since I was lucky with that. And then I'm gonna do the Horla.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It has a move of 4 since it doesn't have anything. Let's see, I want to go this way because I want to stay in cover.
Yep.
So it moves 4 inches over here. That's 1 token.
Yep.
Then I'm going to spend another token because I have a magic value of 3. Did that sound weird? 3. 3. It's a magic value of 3, and I can just pick a target, because the thing with magic is that it's very delicate to cast in a combat zone. But you will always hit if you manage to roll a 6, since it's magic. It seeks its way to its target.
Yes, sir.
So I think I want to try. You know what? I want to go for the guy behind the.
No.
Yeah.
Atlas the Almighty.
Yeah, because he's hiding very much, and
he's very close to the objective.
He's very close to the objective as well. But yeah, I want to try him. And as you can see, none of this is. Oh, we actually forgot that in the beginning. You should always declare with your opponent what is considered line of sight blocking, and if there are any special circumstances that would require discussion. These houses would of course block line of sight.
Blocking line of sight. This hill is climbable. Where there is a path, it's walkable. And other than that, you can see over this. So yeah.
So just do. It's like common courtesy to agree with your opponent that these specific things counts for these things.
Yeah. Obscuring or covering.
Yeah. So I will roll 3 dice. The
Yes, sir.
Hola is aiming at your guy with his finger or whatever he has.
Yes.
And let's see if we can roll that magical 6. No!
No 6. Crap. You did flip the chest over.
Did I? Was it any good? Okay, so I have 1 token left.
Yes, sir.
I want to be a bit more aggressive than you, so I'm going to give that to Rob the Rotten. And he's
Okay.
going to move up his 4 plus 1, so he has a 1 fight, so he's going to move up to here, 5 inches. So I'm ready to go after
Closing
this
in
one
on
or
the
this
objective.
one. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And also losing their take cover tokens.
Okay.
But that's the first turn done. It's fast because you have to think about that action economy, but it's also so cool that you can, where you want to go, what are you going to aim for, and, pick up stuff and search. Ah, it's so cool. Very, very cool.
All right, I'm just going to hand the camera to you.
It's a handy cam.
It's a handy cam. I'm going to retrieve my 2 spent action tokens. Add
Yeah,
another-
because your turn is now over. You have to keep them on your card.
Yeah.
Because you can take cover.
Yeah, as a reaction action.
Yeah, but you didn't have to do that on the guy that I was magicking because...
You can't take cover from magic.
Correct.
So I receive 5. That brings my total up to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to try to do some magic of my own.
Okay.
Again, Parzival the Pure.
Okay, again.
Doing the spell thingy. But now I'm going to target Martin the Menace.
Oh, this guy.
Yes, sir. Because my other spell has a range of 10 inches.
This is the Haste Spell.
That's correct. I need to roll a 4 or more to hit my ally with the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And if I succeed, I can immediately perform 1 action with Martin without spending an action token.
And it doesn't count towards his limit.
Yes, sir.
And
No!
That's pretty bad.
Okay, but
And he can only cast 1
he
spell?
can only cast 1 spell.
Okay.
But Martin is in position to do some heroic stuff. He's gonna move.
Okay, that's 1 token.
That's very heroic.
And he and he has a bonus of 2, so he can move 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And as a part of that move, I'm going to climb 1 inch.
Okay.
So if I succeed the climb roll, I can move another 5 inches
Up to here for a total.
up to there for a total of 6.
Yeah.
I need to roll to climb. I need 1 success. I have 6 dice. I'm just going to roll over here.
Yep.
That's a lot of successes.
Yep.
So I made that one.
But if you would have fallen, if you didn't manage
If I
that...
didn't manage the climb,
Yes.
a 1 inch climb, there's basically no penalty, but you end your move where you dropped.
Yes, and you can't do anything else the rest
Correct.
of the turn with
Correct.
that character.
With that, you can take cover,
Yeah,
but
but that's...
he stays put.
Yeah.
If I would have tried to climb to the top of a building, and I would fall 5 inches, I would take damage. Or be wounded, because a fall of 4 inches or more will damage you. And the amount of successes indicate how high you manage to climb before you fall.
Yes.
So the high climbs are
Risky.
risky, but maybe worth it.
Yes, maybe rewarding.
I'm gonna do another move action with Martin.
Okay, so that's his second one.
That's correct. He's gonna move 6 inches up here.
Okay, and now you have actually a choice. Or you have to make a choice.
I do.
Because you have now, there are 2 options if you want to engage my guy. One of them, what is, demands?
Demands.
2 tokens, and one of them demands only 1 token.
I can move close to you and swing my sword. Or I can charge into melee.
Yes, and if you charge, you get that free attack.
Yes, sir, and that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Because that's only costs 1 token.
Yes, sir, the cheap one. But you're behind a thingy,
Yes,
which means I need to get into base-to-base contact to make the charge.
yes.
So I need to jump the thing or climb as a part of the move.
Cool.
So just measuring this has a height of 1 inch, so my movement is only 5 inches. If I manage the move,
that's no
I'm going to use this. I can be over here,
Yep.
but I'm going to be right here.
Yes, because you can stop your move at any point you want,
Yes, sir.
since it's within your movement allowance.
6 inches, I need 1 success.
Can you make it?
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. 2 successes, so you're allowed to climb that 1 inch. If it was a 2 inch, you would have made it as well with 2 successes.
Yeah, and if it had been 3 inches, I would have been stuck here.
Yeah. So, but isn't it kind of, what could I have done to stop that? I mean, isn't it a bit stupid that this guy is just standing there and being attacked?
There is an action called ready.
There is an action called ready, which I didn't do because I spent all my tokens on other stuff.
That's correct. And the ready action lets you swing your sword if an enemy comes within 1 inch of you.
Yes.
So you're sort of ready to receive that charge.
Yeah.
But I charged into combat. Now they are locked in combat until one of them is defeated.
That is true. And sadly for me, I only have 1 die in close combat. But luckily for me, I have 1 die in close combat.
Yes, you do, and I have 2.
But what if I didn't have any close combat or melee die?
If I would have charged the Horla, for example,
Yes, that doesn't
the
have
Horla
anything else than magic.
it only has magic. Then you would have 1 dice, even though you should have none. But you will have the 1. But you will only hit on a 6, and you will not be able to defend against the charge attack.
The initial charge.
Yes, sir.
But since we continue fighting until 1 is dead, I can attack the second round.
Yes. So
Or defend myself.
best case scenario for me, I would hit you and wound you, and then kill you as you wound me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at best I can wound you.
Yeah.
Unless you get really unlucky with your rolls.
Yeah.
So what we have now is a melee.
Yes,
They're
sir.
locked in combat. We're gonna fight until they are both dead. If you swing, turn them around, or do whatever, it doesn't matter. Just leave them where they stood, because this is important when one of them dies,
Yes, sir.
because you can use them as cover.
If I kill your model, I can place you in front of me to create a barrier so that I have cover from your ranged attacks.
Fantastic. Okay, so 2 dice,
yes, sir.
meaning 4 pluses, since we don't have anything between us, and we're, just duking it out. You
That's a success.
Score a success. I got 1 die to
Yes, sir.
retaliate. If I'm lucky now, I can wound you as well on a 4 plus. And I can't! Oh no!
I'm going to place a wounded token next to you just to remember that you are wounded.
And I will lock this card in the sideways position so that we remember that he's wounded for the next turns.
Yeah, because he's going to skip a turn if he survives.
Yes. Then you have to roll really bad now. Can you do that?
On my second swing, there goes the head.
So what you're saying is that you swing
Chopper.
1. You score first. You scored a hit that makes me wounded.
Yes, sir.
Now you score 2 hits, but it doesn't do anything else if it would have been 1 or 2.
No, it doesn't matter if it's 1 hit or 2. If you score at least 1 hit, you wound the enemy.
And the second time they're wounded,
They're dead.
But I get to retaliate.
Yes, sir.
Since it's an ongoing combat, so let's see if I can at least wound you, because then you will have to pass your next turn,
Yes, sir.
which would be good for me. And I do!
Yes, you do.
And if I had had 2 dice and rolled 2 6s,
Decapitation!
you would actually have been dead yourself.
So I'm wounded.
But it doesn't matter, because I'm dead anyway, because I'm undead.
Oh.
Okay, so this guy, just flip him over. He
Yes,
is
sir.
dead.
I will place this guy out of the way.
Ah.
Because no one's gonna go over there and challenge Martin the Menace. He's on his way to the objective.
He is.
he can skip
my
the turn.
objective.
Yes, your objective.
Okay, so how many tokens have you spent now?
I have only spent
4.
4. I have 4 left.
Yeah, because you banked 3.
I banked a lot. Now, I put some pressure on you over there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to answer. So I can just wander up the side here, I think.
Wander out.
No, because you got the ghoul. I'm gonna have to do something about the
The
ghoul.
ghoul he's here.
Yeah.
He's ready.
But you know who else is ready?
Nope.
Atlas the Almighty.
Atlas the Almighty, and he's over here.
He is going to move
Okay.
6 inches.
Taking cover at the moment, and that is now lost.
I didn't manage to get near that cover or close enough, so I'm going to do another move and shoot.
Because if you are shooting from here, what would happen then?
Well, then this would provide cover.
Yes, since you're not in base contact with it.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to do a 1-inch move and shoot.
That's cool. And that is what he can do, 1-inch move and shoot.
Yeah, I can shoot then move, but I want to move then shoot.
And then you got 1 die.
1 die, but it's worth it. I'm going to target the ghoul with the longsword.
1.
He is outside of 10 inches.
So it's a base of 4, 5 for long range, and 6 for the cover.
Yes, sir.
If I would have had any action tokens left,
Yes, sir.
he has only spent 2, and he has
Yep.
a max. He has a max of 3. Then I could have taken one of my tokens from the bank, which I don't have, and I could have taken cover, making it an impossible shot.
Yep.
At the moment, you need a 6.
Yeah. That's a 1.
That's a 1 again. But it's cool that you can, even though
Yep.
it's your turn, I could have, if I've planned for it, I could have taken cover against that.
I'm going to use yet another token on him.
Okay, what's he gonna do with that?
He's going to ready.
Ah, nice! Because that allows
In the middle
him
of the 2
objectives.
objectives.
Yeah.
At the ready, taking the defensive position. I've already scored 1 victory point for eliminating Rob the Rotten.
Yep.
You've scored 1 victory point for capturing the loot crate.
Yep.
And we're just in round 2.
Yes, we are.
This can go either way.
It swings either way, as Tara would say.
I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, so he's ready.
He's very ready.
For my round 2,
Yes, sir.
I have my 5 tokens,
Yes, you do.
and I can tell you right away, I'm gonna bank 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm only gonna spend 3. And
You're looking very clever.
you know this guy called Ghoul?
This guy called Ghoul.
He has a move of 4 plus 3, that's 7.
Yes, sir.
So 7 times 3, the amount of times you can move is maximum 3. So I can move 21 inches.
Yeah.
And you remember what kind of thing he found in the objective stash?
The longsword.
He found
That's
the longsword.
why I'm ready.
But what about this guy?
You can't charge what you can't see.
No, I can't. But actually, yeah, if you... we can use the laser, but I can also move 14 down here.
Down here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
And can I see you?
Yes, you can see me.
Okay, cool. Because
Oh, no.
then I'm going to do a 7-inch charge straight into you.
Oh,
Boom!
no.
I'm coming at you with my arm.
All right, Storm. It's up to you.
Is he ready?
No, he's not ready.
So, I actually have a base fight of 3.
How many times are you going to say this? You have 5 dice with the longsword.
I have a long sword giving me, for the first attack only, 5 dice.
Yes, sir.
And what do I need to hit you when we are in base-to-base contact?
A 4, 5, or a 6.
4, 5, or 6. Okay.
And I have 2 dice since I have 2 fight.
But what happens if I roll 2 6s?
Well, then you decapitate him and instantly kill him.
Yeah, but you can't reply still since you
I
have
can
a weapon.
retaliate.
But if you didn't have that weapon icon, or
Yes, sir.
melee icon, you would be gone.
Yes, sir.
So let's see, 2 6s.
What?
Oh my lord!
Okay, I'm just...
They're locked in combat, so you're gonna have to continue.
I'm gonna... Double 6! No!
You missed everything!
But now
Oh.
you've used your sword.
I need to remove these 2. It became...
This is so exciting!
It became dull. So, okay, 3 dice versus 2. Come on, 2 6s. 2 6s! Ah! But you can still retaliate.
Come on! Oh!
Okay.
So close.
But it's good because
close.
you score a 4 and a 6. It's 2 successes, but it's only 1 6, so it doesn't count as a head decapitation.
So you are wounded and I am dead.
That is correct.
I am deaded.
That is
I'm
so
gonna flip the
cool.
card over. He's gonna flip his card 90 degrees. I'm gonna place a wounded token next to this guy to keep that in mind. He was even taking cover, man. Where do you want to place the body? Anywhere in base contact with you.
Put him behind me.
Like so?
That's a big base, man. That's a really big base.
But the card said he was a giant, and this was sort of the giantest model I could find.
The giantess. But and consider it, you know, they're fighting, they're walking around each other, they're fighting.
Yeah, of course they are.
Fluid combat going on there. That's why you're allowed to put the model anywhere around you in base contact.
Yes, sir.
And it's tactics. It's
Very tactics still.
It's so fantastic.
Tactics is all.
You can protect yourself from missile fire by doing this. It's very good, very good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna bank the last two as I said. I got a wounded guy, he has to pass the next turn.
Okay.
And you have one guy that has to pass your turn, which
My guy
starts now. Round 3.
I remove the action token stuff.
Yep. And he counts as in cover when he's wounded.
Yes, it does. That's why the wounded token is by the model.
I'll just place a take
showing
cover
that
next.
he's taking cover.
Yeah. And that does not go away when he's returned to normal status.
That's correct.
Until you choose to do an action with him.
I receive 5, bringing my total up to 6. I'm... you know what? I think it's time for some action.
Jackson?
Are you ready for the action shot?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be over here.
Okay, so we're back with the action.
Back with the action shot. I'm gonna... I've been bumping this guy. I'm gonna move 6 inches.
Because he has 4 normal plus 2.
Plus 2.
Fight value.
Yes, sir, with Atlas the Almighty.
Okay, that's 1 token.
Losing the ready thingy,
Of course.
but I'm placing myself within 10 inches of Parzival the Pure.
Okay, so...
And he's gonna do the Haste Spell.
Okay.
Again, I need to roll a 4+. I've rolled a couple of ones, but this one is it. Yes!
I can't see it, so it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I'm gonna remove the ready token and show you guys the wonderful success.
So it's a 4+, you rolled a 5, that means the haste is successfully cast.
Yes. And Atlas must immediately perform 1 action.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, he's just gonna move.
Okay, so it doesn't cost any action tokens, it doesn't cost against your move limit or anything, so it's pretty powerful.
Well,
If you use it correct.
if you use it correctly, you have to stand up for this, man. Because
I'm coming around because what are
this
you
is the
actually doing?
sneaky stuff. I'm gonna kill the ghoul.
Okay, so you're gonna charge me. I have 5 dice because the sword I can use it in my turn or in my face and in your face.
Yes, sir. Once per activation.
Yes.
I'm gonna move.
You're gonna move
Yes, sir.
and charge.
Nope. I'm gonna be within or less than 1 inch away.
So within 1 inch of me. Oh
Yes,
no.
sir.
Okay, so that is actually going into a melee,
Yes, sir. But I'm not in base contact, so we're not locked in melee.
which is a pretty good strategy there because that means you can hack on me while I'm.
Since you are not ready, I can spend this action token and perform 1 strike.
Yes, you can.
Of course,
And that's his limit. If you
That's my
had,
limit.
if you had one more limit, if you had 1 magic icon, for example,
Yes, sir.
you could have swung again because there's no limit to how many times you can swing other than your action limit.
And this guy has an action limit of 5, so you're lucky you killed him, because
Yes, he would be good.
a beast.
Yes,
I have 2 dice, since I have 2 fight. I need a 4+ to kill your ghoul.
because I am wounded from before.
Yes,
so
you are.
So you, but this is a very good example that you actually have to choose whether to charge, giving you that free attack, or if you want to move within 1 inch and then spend another action to attack. And he does it now since 1, I am wounded, so he will kill me if he's lucky, and second of all, I am not ready, so I cannot attack him as he comes in.
Correct. I'm just gonna place the sword,
sword.
in your face.
Go. Can you roll a 4+? That's the
I'm
question.
gonna roll in the river.
Rolling in the river, and
Yes!
he scores the 4. But now,
You are dead.
yes,
Since I'm not in base contact, you get to pick which angle you want to fall in.
yep.
And if you're still not in base contact with me, the item is still on your body, and I have to search to retrieve it.
Yes, you have to.
So where do you want to fall?
No, since you whacked me in the head like that, I just have to
A
fall.
lot of fingers.
But can you feel my finger?
Yes.
So he's just falling here, cuddling with the other guy.
Yeah.
And
I still have 2 action tokens.
And do you have any more actions? Yeah, Atlas can't do anything else. I will just place the objective as a marker here that he has an objective.
Yeah.
And then,
so that's worth 1 point.
but Atlas is now done.
Atlas is done. He's got 3 action tokens on him. And your spellcaster guy only hits on a 6 anyway, so I'm gonna start moving towards those objectives.
Yes, and this guy just has to pass the turn since he was wounded.
And we're already halfway there, starting to feel that time pressure.
It's important in this game to actually be a bit aggressive since there is a time limit.
Yes, it is.
But it also makes the game more fun.
It does. 1 move action takes me to the edge. Another move action, jumping down, standing next to the objective, ready to search it in round 4.
You don't have any more tokens?
Nope, I'm out of tokens.
Cool. So my turn.
Over to you, man.
Round 3. Okay, so I have my plan. I saved 2 tokens, as you might remember. So I have a total of 7 now. I'm going to spend 4 on the Horla.
Ooh.
The Horla has a base of 3 as everybody else when it comes to actions they can take. But since it's a magical ability there with spellcraft with 3 value, I add that so I can do 6.
Yes,
but of course, that doesn't help you if you don't have enough tokens.
The limit is still 3 actions of a kind.
Yes. So I will start by moving twice. That's a total of 8 inches.
Yes, it is.
And I'm gonna be a little bit sneaky here. So I'm gonna move over here. And, and why do I do that? Well, because this guy, remember Martin?
Yes, I remember him. He's skipping a turn.
He skipped your turn, so he will be back in your next turn, turn 4. But he is now reduced to only 2 actions.
Yes, sir, because he's wounded, his action limit is reduced by 1.
As it should be. But it's nothing more dramatic than that. You don't have to keep track of, oh no, he lost 1 fight or he lost 1 range or this or that. Is only 1 less action.
Yes, sir.
So that means if he does a double move, he can move only 12 inches.
Yeah, which is approximately the objective.
Yeah. But at least I will stay away from him because this one won't survive against him.
No.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to spend 1 token on the Hola, and I will take 3 dice.
Yes, sir.
Because that's my magical value, spellcraft. And I'm gonna try to take out your magical guy.
Oh no.
Because I don't want him to cast haste on him.
Haha!
Tactics versus tactics.
Yes, it is.
So 3 dice, needing a 6 because we don't have to count range, we don't have to count cover when it's magic.
Can you headshot with magic?
You can headshot with magic.
Yes, you can.
With a double 6. You're very lucky if you do that. But let's go. Oh no! The Horla strikes again!
I have to mention it. Since this was a ranged attack, I get to choose where I fall, so I can fall into this. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which way I fall.
It's very cool that you didn't even get to open that objective.
Ah.
Nice.
So, you have a lot of action tokens left. What do you want to do now?
You know what? I think you have forgotten about this guy.
The guy all the way over there?
Yeah, and he can fly.
You know what? I actually have forgotten about that guy. You haven't talked about him. You haven't placed any actions on him.
It's 19 inches from where he's standing.
Yeah.
So I can spend 3 actions on him.
Yes, sir.
He has a fight value of 3, so that's 4 plus 3 is 7. So he can move 21 inches. But
yes,
it takes me 3 actions to do that. He doesn't have any magic, so he doesn't get to do anything else, though. So he loses his in cover, and he flies over here, I think.
Nice.
No, wait, you're over there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm coming around the mountain.
Going around. Okay, I'll place myself like this.
Okay.
Making it a little bit harder for you to charge me. And I can't search as well since I've spent my limit.
Yes, you have.
But what I can do is cast. Oh no, it's over 10 inches. You know what? Can I redo a little bit?
Yeah, of course. Because after you moved your
14 inches,
after you moved twice, you can of course cast haste on him.
Because you can go back and forth between the characters. We have actually didn't mention that you can go back and forth.
I think I did over here when I moved and then cast a spell and then moved.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I still want to do it.
Say it.
No, we didn't say it. So
you move
twice.
7. And you move 7.
Yes.
Ish.
And then this guy gets the 4th action.
Yes, sir.
And he will cast haste on him to get that free action.
Yes, sir.
So
3 dice, since your spellcraft.
yeah, that's what I said.
Spellcraft value is 3.
That is true. So it's easier for a good magician or a good spellcrafter,
Yes, sir.
wizard, to make it than a bad one. And the same is true for the ranged things. If you have a guy with 1 ranged, he can shoot once.
Yes, sir.
If you have a guy with 3 ranged, he can shoot 3 times because he's better. He's more trained. So we like that mechanic, and it adds up beautifully. And there's the success I
One
needed.
success you needed. So the free action is to fly over here.
Yes, and then I will spend the last action token for a search action.
Okay.
So let's see that.
Let's consult the loot table.
Let's consult the loot table.
Option 4 is taken.
Yes. So I want to have. He's good at the melee as well. So I think I want to have the 3.
The enchanted short sword.
Yes, that's with that. I think that has. It's enchanted. Yes, so it has a reroll on there. So I need a 3. It's a 5.
5.
It's a dart flinger.
That's actually the other enchanted weapon.
That is very good because I actually have a ranged value on my guy.
And you guys can see the circle here is blue.
Yes.
Rather than
Not blue.
not blue, sort of blackish. And with the blue one, if you roll an unsuccessful
I
dice,
can reroll.
you can re-roll it and get the success you need.
Yes. But why shouldn't you?
Why shouldn't you?
So as you can see, I will equip dart flinger on the winged death.
Yes, sir.
So I will add the 1 to this one. So I will roll 2 dice, but you can only re-roll the 1.
Yes, only one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you can only use the dart flinger once per activation.
Correct.
Once per your turn and once per my turn.
Correct.
Okay, so do you want to do anything else? You have 2 more action tokens.
No, I don't. I've spent everything. 7.
Oh, you spent everything.
Everything's gone, so I'm done.
So it's over to turn 4.
Yes. And your turn.
And straight into the action.
Yes. Do you know what you're going to do?
Because, yeah, I want to kill that guy.
The guy that took the
The guy that took the enchanted thingy.
dart flinger.
The dart flinger.
So
I think it's sort of an enchanted crossbow or something.
It is. It's true. I can read the text. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, sure.
Spellcraft guides the bolts shot from this crossbow, never missing its target. Or so they say.
Or so they say. I'm going to use a couple of action tokens on Atlas the Almighty.
We love fluff text.
Atlas has the fluff text, "Some men carry the world on their shoulders."
And of course you take the reference.
Of course you do. He is going to move.
Okay. Oh wait, he's behind there, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Can I climb corpses?
Of course you can.
They are 1 inch high,
Yeah,
right?
they count as a 1-inch obstacle.
So I'm gonna... That reduces my movement value to 5. I'm gonna end up over here if I manage the climb.
Okay, so you need 1 success on 5 dice.
I'm gonna place him here
6 dice.
in case I succeed. Rolling...
6 dice.
Rolling on the river crossing.
That's a success.
That's a couple of successes.
So, and I think it's really cool that you can traverse bodies and you can walk over stuff, but you have to take that test to see if you stumble or fall, because
Yes,
if you
you
think
do.
about it, these guys they're brandishing weapons, they might have armor and stuff.
Indeed they do.
So it's just natural that you will take that test. Okay.
I don't want to pick up the longsword because I don't have time for it.
What? Are you gonna let go of the objective thing lying there?
Yes, I am.
Oh my lord, okay, so you're really desperate, man.
I am really desperate man. I have 2
You have 2 actions left.
actions left on him. The first action will be to throw a rock.
Okay, because he has that.
He has the ranged ability of 1.
So you can move and throw.
So, yes, I will move and shoot, as the action says.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to, but you can.
I will. 1 inch.
Just to bring you closer.
Like this.
And I just got to thinking, if he would have been alive,
Yep.
you could have moved him next to me
Yep.
and then gotten that free action.
Yep.
So I'm glad I took out that Parzival dude.
Oh, yes. I can see your base outside of this cover.
Yes, we don't need a laser for that. And that's also the beauty of the game. There is no discussion. If you can see any part of the base, there is no cover.
Outside of cover. Yeah. One dice hitting on a 4+.
Yes. And here's an interesting thing, just to say it.
Yes. It's so exciting. You can't.
No, but it's important. If this was within 5 inches and I had taken cover,
yes, sir.
Within 5 inches, you ignore take cover.
I actually think we are within 5 inches.
Yeah, and that would ignore taking cover.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. If you had been within 2 inches, you would ignore cover.
The cover.
Yes,
yeah.
But now, since you can't see my base, it's a 4 regardless.
Yes, it is.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's see if you miss. Or let's see you miss.
You're wounded.
No!
Now I will put the pressure on the Horla.
Yeah, because that's the guy I got left, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Martin the Menace. He has a limit of 2 actions.
Yes.
And there's a lot of turns left, so I can still just kill your guys and win the game.
A lot of turns? There's 2 turns left.
Yes, a lot of turns. Double move.
Double move. And since he's wounded, he cannot move as fast, so he only gets 12 inches. But that is pretty mean, dude.
Oh, you know what?
No.
I'm gonna backtrack.
Okay.
I'm gonna backtrack 1 move.
Okay. Because
he's gonna throw a rock.
He has that.
I'm outside of... I'm gonna backtrack the whole thing. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. You let me backtrack, so why shouldn't you? Because it's...
Oh, you know what? No, he's gonna move. Okay. He only has a ranged value of 1, so we can only throw 1 rock each turn.
Yes.
I will throw a rock at the Horla.
Okay, hitting on a 5.
Yes.
Since it's more than 10 inches, but there is no cover between us.
Yes, sir. It's a long shot.
Don't roll a 5. I dare you.
It's a 6.
No! God damn! That's not good, man. That is not good at all.
Wow-wee, Svein.
Not good at all.
I will use my final...
This guy is locked. And we put this one to remember that he's wounded and that he has cover now.
Svein, I'm going to use my last action token to move Atlas the Almighty.
Charge or?
No. Within 1 inch.
Okay. Then we are considered in a melee. And we cannot leave this thing unless we are pushing each other.
That's correct. But you are skipping your next turn because both of your guys are wounded.
Yeah, that's true, man.
That brings us into round 5.
Yeah.
And I just need to kill your guys.
But you're not going to do that, are you?
Oh, I'm going to try as hard as I can.
So my turn 4 is over before it begins because I got a wounded Vyr and I got a wounded Horla. So they just have to skip my turn, which would be the 4th turn, and then we are...
But you do get 5 action tokens.
I still get 5 tokens, but now I can't spend that one.
I get 5 action tokens.
And we are in turn 5, so that's fitting.
Yes, it is.
But next turn I will have 10 tokens if you don't kill me.
So this is it.
This might be it.
I'm going to activate Atlas the Almighty.
Okay, because if, and this is important, if you would charge me,
yes, sir,
I would get to fight you.
Yes, sir.
But if you're just standing there and hacking at me, I can't do anything.
That's correct.
So it's tactics.
It sadly is.
So you're just gonna stand there and hack?
I'm just gonna stand there and hack you.
Okay. So what do you need to hit me, man?
A 4 or more.
Yes, because
you have no armor.
No, I am. Since I'm wounded, I count as taking cover, but taking cover does not count
towards melee.
No, only against ranged attacks. So we need a 4+.
Yes, sir.
And that will kill him.
And I kill him.
And that means he drops the dart flinger.
Yes, he does. So but I don't have actions enough to pick it up and use it and stuff.
So I'll just move. I'll just fall that way.
Yes, sir.
So because now you spent 1 to move and 1 to attack.
No, I moved.
Yeah, you
last
did.
turn. I spent 1 to attack.
So 1 to attack. You get 2 left.
Okay, I have to put pressure on the Horla.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move closer.
Okay. So you are going for the table wipe instead of the objectives.
Yes, sir. Because you do score
1 point.
1 point for each kill.
Or we call it defeat.
Defeat, yeah. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
Hopefully I can see your base. Then I'm going to activate Martin the Menace. And he's gonna move closer. 6 inches.
Ah, does it say that?
I think he says that a lot.
Okay. Wow.
Papa! And then each of them are going to throw a rock.
Okay, but you have to roll them separately.
Yes, sir. Do you have the laser thing? Yes, I have the laser
You have
thing.
the laser thing.
I'm going to start with Atlas the Mighty.
Yes. And here again, the beauty of the game. From your base to my base.
Outside of the cover thingy.
Yes. If you take a look from the camera and you turn off the laser, it's not that obvious because it's you know, it's a little bit...
It's cover.
Yeah, it looks like it's cover, but as you can see, there is a couple of millimeters to see there, and that means no cover.
Yes, sir.
Other than, of course,
Taking cover.
because he is wounded and counts as
I'm
taking
going to
cover.
place a take cover token next
Yeah,
to
do
you, since
that.
you don't have the wounded token anymore. That one.
Yep,
So, hitting on a 5, since
Hitting-
you are taking cover.
you're within 10.
I'm within 10.
Yes, so
Yes, I'm within 10.
that's within 10.
That's a miss.
And then Martin the Menace.
Yes, sir. He's gonna throw a rock. Is he within 5? That's the question.
He is within 5.
He is within 5.
And what happens then?
Then I ignore the take cover.
Okay, cool. So we got to show that as well. So now you hit only 4 since he is within 5 inches.
Yes, sir. He didn't have the... Or wait a minute. He has the range to charge. And you don't have a weapon.
I was hoping you didn't remember that.
I'm going to charge.
Okay.
The heroic charge by the little brat.
So he moves into base contact. That
Of
is
course.
2 actions spent, but he gets that free sweet attack.
Free swing.
But I can swing back, man.
You don't have a weapon. So
No,
you
but I
don't
can-
get to swing back
if-
against
if-
the first swing.
If you don't kill me, I can swing back.
Yes, sir. I need a 4 to kill you.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh! And that's all of them.
That's all of them. But to show the audience at home, if my first swing would have been a miss,
Yes. Then I...
since you don't have the fight symbol, you don't get to strike back against the first swing.
Correct.
Then I roll my second swing,
Because you missed the first.
yep, and against my second roll,
You score 4 and kill me, but then I get to
you get
attack.
1 dice.
And I need a 6 since I don't have any weapon equipped.
That's correct.
And I don't.
With your bare hands, you only wound on a 6+.
And doesn't that make sense?
It really makes sense, but there is an option that you can do. You can push,
Yes.
and then you only need a 4+.
Yes.
And then you move the opposing model 1 inch.
For each success. And I can only roll
for
1
each
dice.
success, but you only have 1 dice if you don't have the fight symbol.
Yes.
So you can be charged by a knight and push him away.
Because then we're not locked in combat anymore.
Then you're not locked in combat, but you don't deal any damage, but at least you might survive.
Yes.
So I think that's it for the how-to.
Yeah, and it was over in turn 5.
Over in turn 5 out of 6.
Not sure how long time we have spent. We will see that on the video.
Yes.
But of course, in real play time,
Yep, yep.
this didn't take very long.
No, no, no.
And it's so much fun.
It's really, really fun. We've been telling each other between takes, why don't we play this more? This is so fun, but it's not ready yet. But it's ready. It's ready.
It is ready. You can play it, man. So, yeah.
I can't wait to get the final print and with the item
Yes,
art on
item
it.
art. It's done. It's already done.
I'm so ready to press order to the print shop, but we need
your
those
support.
backers, and all your support really, really helps.
Well, we have to have your support to make it a reality.
We do have a Patreon set up for S&M Games.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a Patreon set up for Tabletop Battle.
Mm-hmm.
And wherever you choose to support us, we
Thank you.
We thank you for it.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Check out our other videos. Check out Tabletop Battle for
Bolt action
great
content.
deals in the web shop on miniature supplies. And yeah, keep on playing.
Yeah, and of course, check the link in this video to go to the...
Or just pledge. I don't know if it's up
open.
and running when this video comes out.
Yes, it will be fast.
So this was 148 Fantasy, the Rift War miniature game.
So thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Post any questions, we will answer.
Yes, sir.